and welcome to another episode of Talk the Talk with me, Desh Balay Bechin. Joining me today is Pumza Kondlo, and she is the marketing executive for Mahindra South Africa. She is also one of the finalists for the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards 2022. So, curiosity and a love for learning to help improve her marketing skills even more are one of the many wonderful attributes of Pumza. Having to face something new every day has taught her to adapt to any situation and solve any problem she has to face. Her team respects her and trusts that she will steer them to the desired goal quickly and efficiently. So excited to interview and to chat to this fireball, if I could put it that way. She's so amazing. So let's welcome Pumza. And as always, this interview is proudly brought to you by Sariti Solutions. Hi Pumza.
Hi Desh. Hi, thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for always assisting us from OEM level to test drive the Indian brand Mahindra, and for being in our corner, for following me and us, and just being such a champion for all our causes. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much for having me, Desh. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
But obviously someone brought you to us because you were nominated. You've made it to the finals.
Yes.
So tell us, we're now going to try and get you more votes through this interview. So tell us more about yourself.
Okay, so as Desh has said, I'm Pumza and I'm the marketing executive for Mahindra South Africa, which is actually one of the fast growing brands in the country.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure how many people actually remember Mahindra when it initially came into the country, but it has now grown light years from there. So I'm so happy to be part of their marketing team, heading up PR. Like Desh has said, I'm responsible for all the cars that they get to test, but also helping out our dealerships from a dealer marketing point of view. So that is what I do in a nutshell at Mahindra.
And where did this journey begin?
You will actually be shocked that it actually began here at Mahindra.
Oh wow.
This is my first OEM, and after 2 internships, this was actually my first proper job.
Oh wow.
Where it was very different from what I did, because I came from a communications background, which was in government, and I actually did a, what do you call it? NGO, Steve Biko Foundation. That's where I came from before I actually joined Mahindra South Africa.
That's
so
amazing.
Automotive began right where I am for me.
Oh, that's amazing. And I guess that's why someone recognized your passion for NGOs, NPOs, NPCs like mine, and brought you to the forefront, because voices like yours gain, or it becomes powerful, and then it really does resonate with so many other people. So that's amazing. Tell us more about the Mahindra brand, though.
So the Mahindra brand, it originally came to South Africa in 2006, and at the time it was just bakkies. Okay, I think a lot of Mahindra, people still know Mahindra as the bakkie brand. But since then, our lineup has evolved. We've got now vehicles for the whole family.
Yes.
I like to put it that way. We have vehicles for the entire family.
Every segment.
Yes, from our KUV 100, which is the entry level, to our pickup Karua, which is top of the range lifestyle vehicle for the entire family. So we have really grown from being just a bakkie brand, a workhorse brand even. We have now gone into lifestyle segments. We've now cater for fashion. And also one of the main highlights for the brand is that our XUV 300 rated the safest car in Africa by the GNCAP. So we're in that segment now where from here onwards, all our vehicles will be coming with that high safety rating.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so we have really come a long way. Also if you look at, we've got a plant in Durban, we've got a fitment center here up in Joburg. So we're really trying to establish ourselves as a household name in South Africa and to make a home outside of India here in South Africa. Yeah.
And I'd love to be the ambassador as an Indian person for that. So thank you for sending those Scorpios and all of those XUVs to me, because it's a beautiful brand. It is. It's Desh approved, okay?
Oh, yes.
How do you feel about our initiatives in terms of the Motoring Women of the Year Awards, Talk the Talk, Women Talk, and just all our non-profit initiatives that we run throughout the country?
Desh, I think you should call yourself the angel Desh. I honestly feel like you're heaven sent. I mean, if you look at the automotive industry and where it was, I mean, even if you say where it was 10 years ago and where it is 10 years later, not much has changed. Look at how many women in comparison to men are in the motoring industry. It's still very low. Like the scale is tipped.
So just to maybe put some stats to that, we have 82,000 women in motoring South Africa and 304,000 men. So yes, the scales are not balanced, but I must disagree a little bit with you. I think it's transforming. I think it's changing. I'm seeing it, and I'm very excited.
It's getting there.
Yeah, we need to escalate this a little bit more. So
And what I actually wanted to get to was, it's initiatives like these that we need more of. We need to educate our girls. We need to educate our women so that they understand that it's not a man's world. There's nothing wrong with being a lady mechanic. There's nothing wrong with being a lady salesman.
Yes.
It's not a man's world. It's no longer a man's world.
Absolutely.
And I think that conversation starts with us who are already in there. What do we say when we talk about it? So that's why I'm saying initiatives like what you are doing, empowering women, bringing out the positive about it, letting them know you can do it too. There should be no barricades or barriers or boundaries. You can step over everything if you put your mind to it.
Absolutely.
So I think this is great. I honestly think this is a very good initiative, and we need to see more of this. We need to see more support towards the women in the country, especially the upcoming young ladies. They need to know that this is something they can consider. When they're thinking careers, it's no longer just, your mainstream careers. They need to know, I can go into automotive. I can be that mechanic. I can be a DP. I can manage the entire dealership. It's not a man's job. It's my job if I have the passion for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And has there been any challenges for you as a woman, and what really surprises you as a female being in the motoring trade?
What surprises me is that you can actually learn and come to fall in love with cars. You go from not even knowing what you used to change a tire, and you start knowing things that you never thought you would know about a car. So you learn. Obviously, it is still an industry where it's very intimidating. You walk up to the technical department and you don't see a girl. So immediately that is still something that intimidates you as a lady. But you surprise yourself how much you learn. You surprise yourself how much of the industry you actually fall in love with. I think that's the one thing for me that has been really surprising, is how much I've actually fallen in love with the motoring industry. So I never thought I would. Coming into automotive, I didn't think I would love what I do, but I do. And it surprised me. It caught me off guard when I was like, I actually enjoy what I'm doing.
How do you actually stay on top of things in terms of your role?
Okay, so I'm going to say something that our CEO likes saying a lot. When you get a project, you need to think of the end. So you sort of like plan backwards.
Right.
You first look at what do I need to achieve, and then how do I get there? Instead of how do I get to the end of this. You first need to be goal focused. This is the goal. So what do I need to put into place to achieve that goal? And you stay on top of it that way.
And for our young ladies that are watching you today and that aspires to do what you're doing and being also in a leadership role later on, what should be considered when they want to, in terms of studies or in terms of experience and moving up the ranks, what should they consider?
So people will think maybe you need to study mechanical engineering or that type, but we need to understand that there's a financial department in automotive, there's marketing, there's HR, there's creative people. So you go study your normal marketing. I have a normal marketing degree, but it opens doors for you in this industry, because at the end of the day, when you want to market a product, it doesn't matter if it's a car, it doesn't matter if it's water, marketing is the same, it stays the same. But also the passion. I think that's the one thing I would advise anybody is you need to be passionate about what you do.
Absolutely.
You have to be passionate about what you do.
Look, Pumza, I believe that moving forward, now that we have gotten to know each other, I think you're going to be very involved in most of our initiatives.
Of course,
and
of course.
I just want to thank you so much for coming. But is there anything that you'd like to add to this conversation?
Dash, before you thank me, we had a conversation earlier, and guys, I'm talking to you guys now. I did not know where this journey began, and a few minutes before this interview, I got to see just a glimpse of where it began, and it's overwhelming, guys. It's big. It's great. Like, I have no words to properly describe how I just got goosebumps all over my body. We think she's just a lady who probably saw an opportunity in the market, but the passion behind what she does, the passion behind her reasoning for what she does, it's on another level. It's totally mind-blowing. So I think I should be the one thanking you, Dish, because for the strength that you have had to actually come up with this, to run with this every single day, wake up and intentionally plan things to make this a success. We really need more ladies that are going to stand up for us ladies. See, that's why I'm so happy, because I feel like you're representing me as well. You standing in the gap where I am weak. You came up and you're like, I'll be that strength. And we really, really need a lot of ladies that will take the baton and keep running.
You don't know what you do for me, because if it wasn't for all the women in this industry, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. Because if I don't get that support and this validation, then I cannot continue with my work. But in light with what you said, and if I was fair-skinned, I would be the color of your top right now, your jacket right now. So thank you. Thank you so much. You have really, really, like I said, encouraged me even further by what you said to carry on. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. I'd like to just maybe end this, this chat with this quote that I have here. It says that doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will, by Kareem Siddiqui. So do not doubt what you can achieve, because if you do that, then you will never reach that success that you anticipate or you aspire to reach. Thank you, viewers, for watching, commenting, and for sharing our interviews and content. Our non-profit companies, the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, which is powered by MFC, and Evo by Nedbank, and the Talk Studios, powered by City Solutions, are aimed at recognizing and celebrating the women of South Africa. We are not just telling stories, we are changing lives, and together we aim to empower and uplift the women of our trade. And for those of you that are searching for your new ride, please make the right decision. Visit www.auto.evo.africa. We have thousands of vehicles on sale for you to choose from, and we only advertise on behalf of reliable and trustworthy MFC accredited dealerships. This car listing portal is incredibly user-friendly, and you can also find vehicle reviews and car maintenance tips and advice, all courtesy of Talk Studios. Ladies, as it is said, little girls with dreams become women with vision. I think it's very important for me to actually touch on this topic right now, and it's so apt, it's so in tune with everything that Pumza said earlier on, and having a vibrant woman like her sitting next to me, and I've witnessed her energy, and I'd like to say it doesn't start from just, you know, when you do enter into a job in automotive or in the motoring or at the dealership at the OEM. It starts from young. So if there's young girls that I know there's young girls following our page, and if you are in your, you know, just finished with school, 18, 19, 20 years old, have that vision or that dream so that it can become something that you can achieve in a vision. So never let anyone get in the way of your dreams or tell you they're impossible, because you are meant to achieve those dreams. Hold onto those dreams and give it all you have to make them possible. You might just be the next person to propel humanity forward in some way or another. Believe in yourself and believe in the great possibilities of your dreams and the future they could create. Eleanor Roosevelt said that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And as always, remember, the question should never be who's going to let me. It should always be
who's going to stop me.
There we go.